Welcome back, my undead crew. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I gotta give us a better name. Well, undead crew is, because I'm the undead girly, so. But maybe we need to start welcoming you to, welcome back to the afterlife. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. What are we gonna refer to this space as? Anyways, coming here to say that if I look tired, it's because your girl is tired, but it doesn't matter. We carry on. The horrors persist, and so do I. So, we're going to get into this reading. Now, something that has come up a lot for me lately, and especially today has really been coming through pretty strongly, is this feeling of being stuck, this feeling of stuckness and stubbornness. And it all relates to the belief system that you have or that you hold. To have and to hold. It's almost like you've made these commitments to these beliefs. Speaking of, to have and to hold. Because, I mean, what is that, right? Relating to have and to hold is like related to marriage, right? It's this long term commitment. It's something contractual where it's almost like I feel as though some of you have to break these this lifetime and you have to learn to conquer yourselves. What a bar. You have to learn to conquer yourselves. This is something that requires a lot of what I'm hearing is a lot of patience. This requires a lot of hard work, of trial and error. Um, I'm also seeing a skeleton key. So I do feel like this is something that y'all, as the collective here, we're just going off of channeling some messages right now. You guys, as the collective here, I do feel like have something like this belief system that you've carried through with you, maybe from somewhere else. I'm gonna hold my crystal ball in the meantime. Actually, I can't remember what this is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't remember what this is. This might be tourmaline, maybe? Tourmaline or obsidian. I always forget, but I love this. This is my best friend. But I do feel like there is this belief system that you guys have carried over. It feels, I won't say ancient, but it feels like it has age to it. It has depth to it. So there could be for some of you a particular set of beliefs that you've carried over that are generational, things that your mom did, your grandmother did, or maybe, depending on your lineage, it just feels heavy feminine to me. Could also be what your dad did, what your grandfather did, but this feels very feminine. It feels female in nature. So take that as it resonates, leave the rest behind. But I am seeing the skeleton key, like I said, so it's either that there is a specific set of beliefs that you've brought over, or, hear me out, this is sort of a long-standing contract. The cats are the cats are going crazy. That's how you know the energy is potent, and that we're on to something. Oh, okay. Cats are crazy. So, yep, that's yep. Clarification for me. Validation. Will have you. Um, I just heard you were not meant to walk alone in this life as well. You were not meant to walk alone in this life? That's crazy. My cat said exactly. Um, and it's funny because he's at the front, like he's at my door and he's calling to the other cat, like over the threshold. So it does feel like calling to someone. Maybe you have a familiar in this lifetime that is an animal, or this is my tuxedo cat. So maybe you have a black cat that's important in your life, whether you have them now or you had them as a child, or maybe something to do with cats in general. But um, regardless, I feel like this lifetime, whether these beliefs, excuse me, are specific, or if they're just like this lifetime your goal and focus is to conquer and overcome yourself, right? Your own mind and any belief system that you have that holds you down and holds you back. Because what I was talking about on my Instagram story earlier was that you've reached a wall or you've reached a ceiling. And this is present because you've done everything that you can that is within your control, and hence you're reaching this block, the wall, the ceiling in question, right? And now they're showing me like almost like a, not a trap door, but it's like a door that is in the floor. It's almost like it's hidden, and you pull that up and the basement is there, right? You have to go down these stairs. So I think for me that's really symbolic of, you do not have to keep going up, you have to go down. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. This is more, they're saying this is more representative of, you don't have to keep going farther away from yourself, you have to go further within. This is about going within, not necessarily going up. It's not up and down, it's in and out. So this definitely feels like, this is long standing, like I said, ancestral, generational. There are things that you have to conquer in this lifetime. And I'm telling you, the thing that you have to conquer is yourself, it's your belief system. I'm being told so explicitly that this door that opens up, you go down below. It's symbolic of, it's not what you thought you had to do, or it's not your first instinct of where you maybe thought to look. Um, I broke my nail right before this, also, by the way, a tragedy. And I feel like, and you know what's funny? I broke my nail shutting the door because I like hit the door the wrong way when I went to go shut it, and I pushed my nail on it like weird, and it broke the side of my nail. So that's ironic because now we're sitting here talking about doors. So the thing is that like I feel like you're being handed the key, so you can, and the key here is information, right? I don't feel like it's an actual key. Maybe it is, maybe you really have a skeleton key and I love that for you and that's so cool, and where do I get one? Please give me one. That's so cool. But I think, oh my gosh, not the ADHD in me being like, oh my god, shiny, there is this little like divot type thing in my wall, and my cat is trying to figure out how to get up there. There's nowhere for him to stand if he got up there. It's way out of his range to be able to get there. And he's just going back and forth, like just like eyes wide, trying to figure out how he's going to get up there. I'm telling you, this is the energy that you have to adopt. This is the energy that you have to adopt. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to get up there, but I'm telling you, I can and I will. And it's funny because we were talking about you having a familiar, where it's like you're not supposed to walk alone in this life. You need someone to show you. You need someone to inspire you. You need someone to lead you. Ooh, the way I have chills over that. You need someone to lead you. You need someone to lead you. Allow them to show you by example what you need to do. Like, to me, looking at this, right? Like, that's impossible. There's no way. Like, I'm looking at it being like, dog, don't even try. Don't even try. Leave it alone. Like, what are you doing? That's never gonna work, right? But to my cat, he's like, I'm figuring this out. He's literally trying to climb my brick wall right now, being like, what if? He literally has all four of his paws practically. He's trying to figure out how he's gonna get. You have to adopt this energy. This is not coincidence. Like, I wish I could show you this, but I had to like unattach my entire camera. I wish I could show you guys this because I feel like this is so symbolic. This is the energy you have to adopt, that in order for you to conquer yourself, in order for you to conquer your mind, in order for you to make conscious changes, you need to first become conscious of the block, of the wall, of the ceiling, or in this case, of the door. It is a door that you didn't know existed because you've been too busy and too focused on how to overcome something, that it was like your focus is in the wrong area, right? Your focus is entirely in the wrong area. And again, the belief, right? He believes I'm gonna figure out a way to get up there, even though it makes no sense. There's not even a place for him to stand. It's like this little divot in the wall. There's nowhere to go if he gets up there. But he's like, I'm determined, right? This is the energy I feel like you need to adopt. And whether it's because you watch something like this and you're like, yeah, that's what I need, right? Like, he's not letting that affect him. You need to not let these other beliefs affect you in the way that you view yourself, how you view what you're capable of, or this version of you. I feel like you guys are stuck in the past right now. Like, genuinely, I don't have the correct words for this. Like, I feel like I could articulate this a little bit better. I feel like you guys genuinely are stuck in a past version of you. And there is this feeling that's almost like drowning. It's almost like being weighted down with a weighted blanket. But instead, the blanket is that you are stuck in this old belief system that's comprised of everything other people have told you, that's comprised of everything you've seen and you've witnessed and you've been conditioned to believe over time. Like, you are stuck in this version, and I think the biggest thing that has stopped you so far is the awareness. Like, on this channel here, I'll tell you what, I am known even outside of this. I had a different channel previously in the past. I was on TikTok for a very long time. Like, all my content, the way that I speak, the way that I get these messages across to you guys is going to primarily be in these very like vivid imagery, as well as what's the word I'm looking for? Like metaphors, similes. Um, what's the other word I'm looking for? I can't think of the other word I'm looking for. It starts with an A, I think. Um, but point being, that's gonna drive me crazy too that I can't think of that word. Someone put it in the comments because I can't think right now. But this is how I speak, right? Like, you have been looking for stairs when this entire time you should have been looking for trapdoors. You should have been looking under rugs. It's like you need to go within and look in those hidden places. Why do those things exist? What about them made me believe, right? Like, what happened that you came to this point where you believed that maybe you were not capable of something, or you had to look for it in this type of way? You had to get to X point in your life by doing ABC thing. How did you get boxed into that? Why are you boxed into it now? Is it something that you actually believe? Like, if you sit down and think about, do I think, say, I'm not capable of blank, right? Um, if you truly in your heart of hearts believe, I'm not capable of doing that. I can't do that. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to do that. I have no idea where to even try or start. If you really believe that, heard, understood, valid, I hear you, bestie, but I want you to dig a little deeper and think back, where did it come from? Because 9 times out of 10, that belief is coming from somebody else. Whether you were told it directly, as if someone directly said to your face, like, you'll never do that, or like, oh, that's like, it's indirect too. Like, don't let it slip past you. It's the things where you go, I'm going to do this really cool thing and I'm really excited, right? And then someone might go, that's like going to be really hard. Like, isn't that like super difficult to do? Like, you're really going to do that? Like, ugh. Like, first of all, out of here with those people. No, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around these parts. Around here, my undead crew, we don't do that. Okay? We stay undead and unbothered. We don't need those people. You gotta go. Catch the next bus out of here, right? And oh, excuse me, sir. Um, so first of all, no. And second of all, those situations are what I'm saying, where even if it's not direct, even if it's indirect, it's the point that there was some sort of influence that made its way into your energy and created these beliefs. Could have happened when you were 5, 15, 20, I don't know, right? Could have happened yesterday. But think about these beliefs that you have, write them down if it helps, and ask yourself, do I believe that? And if you're still saying, yeah, I believe that, where did it come from? Because most often it came from somebody else, whether told directly to you or indirectly. whether you overheard maybe another conversation between two people and it had nothing to do with you, it left a mark and it left an imprint, because there should be nothing that makes you feel like you can't do the thing, you can't successfully XYZ, you can't reach that goal, you can't become that version of yourself. And think about the definition of a belief. This is what I was talking about earlier on Instagram. What is a belief? A belief is a thought that you think repeatedly until it becomes hardwired into you. It's a thought or a feeling that you repeat all the time, every day, and to the point where it becomes unconscious, right? And you're doing it without realizing. The biggest feat that you have is becoming aware of what you're doing. And specifically, what I'm feeling is that you need to become aware, show understanding, right? A more complex awareness and understanding of what's going on that got you to this point. And then you need to show that version of your self love, because they were trying to do something to protect you, to keep you safe, to keep you whatever. It's all about the fact that we are hardwired to avoid danger, to avoid uncomfortability. It's about survival. This is how we're programmed, right? So this type of energy is trying to protect you. Give it grace for that, and then gently and lovingly, because the way that you talk to yourself, I'm telling you right now, look it up. It changes your cells. It really does. The way you talk to yourself changes the energy within you. And start acting like, start talking like, start behaving like, start thinking like the version of you who believes that you are capable of X, Y, and Z. The version of you that you want to be. How do they act? How do they behave? How do they think? What would they do? What does their day look like? Would they tell themselves they can't X, Y, and Z? This is what I think right now the biggest lesson for you guys is, this collective, is that you are on a mission to conquer yourself. And that is difficult because no one else is keeping you accountable. No one. You keep yourself accountable. You are going to have to be aware when you sort of fall back into those states, where you start falling back into those familiar, sort of comfortable patterns that hold you back or that keep you stuck. You are going to be the only one that can sit there and say, "Oh, I'm doing that again." And you will be the only one responsible for changing it. This is incredibly difficult. It takes a lot of, I think, resilience. I'm not perfect by any means, but I've done this with a couple of like self-limiting beliefs that I've had over the years. I've built my confidence doing this. I interrupt my thought patterns as much as I can in a third person so I can snap myself out of it. Because when we say it to ourselves, when we're already in that state, it's like we're used to the negative things we say to ourselves. But if you talk to yourself in third person, you can interrupt that loop and break that pattern where it seems almost foreign, like you're talking to someone else. And how often is it that we have an easier time talking to ourselves, or I'm sorry, talking to other people and giving them advice than it is for us to take our own? You see what I'm saying? I'm going to leave this here. I'm not pulling any cards. It's just a little channel message for you guys that came through really strongly, and I felt like I need to get up on my undead soapbox and speak about it. So, I love you, my undead crew, so much. I hope this was empowering and inspiring and it gave you everything that you needed. Thank you for being here as always. And if you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe, hang around, tell me your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. But I love you so much. Have a great night or morning or wherever you're at. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.